You are in total darkness. The air is wet, thick with the smell of damp earth and root systems. The world ends at your face. Suddenly, a distant rumble, a vibration not through your ears,
but through your feet, your claws. The soil shifts. Your world, stripped of light, sound, and space, is reduced to a single terrifying reality.
You are blind, buried alive, and instinct screams at you to move. Every direction is just more suffocating blackness. How do you find a safe path when you cannot see? How do you navigate a disaster in milliseconds using only touch?
This is the challenge faced by one of the planet's most specialized mammals, the star-nosed mole, Condylura cristata.
Here in the lab, we can analyze the extraordinary piece of biological hardware that makes this possible.
The star is not a nose, not in the traditional sense. It is an organ of pure touch, perhaps the most sophisticated on Earth. It consists of 22 fleshy, pink appendages, or rays, covered in over 25,000 microscopic sensory receptors called Eimer's organs. This is a sensory array that functions as a visual system.
As we see in our tactile scans, these organs are packed so densely that they create a high-resolution 3D image of the world.
It's a somatosensory fovea, a central point of focus, just like in our own retina.
But instead of processing photons, it processes texture, vibration, and pressure. The mole's brain maps this tactile data to its visual cortex. In essence, it sees with its star.
It can identify and process potential food items in as little as 8 milliseconds.
A speed that borders on the theoretical limit of neurons.
This isn't just feeling in the dark. This is high-speed tactile scanning. This is super touch.
And in a collapsing tunnel, this system is the only thing that separates survival from oblivion.
We understand the neural mechanics. We've mapped the 25,000 data points and the 8 millisecond processing speed. But knowing the blueprint is not the same as living in the architecture.
The transition is immediate. Your human senses dissolve. Vision is gone. Hearing is irrelevant, replaced by the kinetic transfer of vibration through solid earth. Your world shrinks to the physical space your body occupies, and the data-rich halo at your face.
You are the star. The rumble you felt in the lab is now an overwhelming, low-frequency roar.
The simulation begins. The tunnel is collapsing.
The ground shudders. Loose soil rains from the ceiling.
It was human instinct, a human instinct, to try and...
You are blind. Your only option is to process.
You drive the star forward. Tap, 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 10, 12 times a second.
Each touch is not a simple feel. It is an explosion of information.
22 appendages fire thousands of signals at your brain, which builds a 3D image of the world in real time.
Tap. The wall to your left, compacted, stable. The Eimer's organs register high-density feedback. Tap. The ceiling, loose particulate, a cascade of sand grains. Low density, unstable.
Straight ahead, a complex texture. It is not solid wall. It is not empty air. It is a dense tangle of root systems.
A violent heave throws you sideways. A section of the tunnel 3 feet behind you implodes. The sound is a dull thud felt in your claws. But another sense registered the event before the claws.
But the star registered the pressure change in the air before the impact.
It gave you a 50 millisecond warning. You already moved.
Now, the path is blocked. The root tangle is directly ahead.
To your human mind, this is an impasse. To the star, it is a map. You don't think, you foveate.
Your 2 smallest, most sensitive lower appendages, raise 11, dart forward, touching the mass. Your brain receives the image, a primary root, thick as a claw, surrounded by a lattice of finer rootlets.
And between them, gaps. Data point, void. Data point, void. Data point, solid.
This is not a wall. This is a doorway.
You surge forward, your powerful front claws, built for excavation, now pulling you through the maze.
The star is your guide. It scans ahead, mapping the twists and turns of the root system. Left, right, hard right.
You move with blinding speed, the star clearing the path a dozen times per second. Your brain processing the safe route faster than the debris can settle. Another tremor. A large, smooth, hard object falls directly in your path. A rock.
Data. High densic. No yield. Impassable.
You don't slow down. Your star maps the rock's contours in a single 10 millisecond tap. And you are already veering right, scrambling over the top of it.
Your vision is so fast, you navigated the obstacle before your conscious mind could even register danger. The air is changing. The thick, damp smell of soil is mixing with a new, hollow scent.
The star taps the space in front of you. The feedback is different. The pressure is gone. It's not soil. It's not roots. It can only be one thing.
It is open air, a pocket, a stable side tunnel.
With a final, desperate push, you burst through the last of the root tangle and into the small chamber.
Behind you, the main tunnel groans, a cascade of rock and earth sealing the passage you just escaped.
You are safe. You are in total darkness. And for the first time, your sensory world feels complete.
You navigated a high-speed, three-dimensional disaster zone, and your eyes never opened.
We are back in the lab. The simulation is over. What we just experienced was a profound shift in perception of us, an Umwelt, where to see and to touch are the same verb.
The star-nosed mole lives in a world of pure texture, a high-fidelity 3D model of its surroundings.
Built and refreshed every few milliseconds.
It proves a fundamental law of survival. It is not the sense itself.
But the speed and precision of the data processing that provides the true evolutionary advantage. The mole outpaced a disaster not because it could see, but because it could know its world faster than the world could change.
We just navigated the world as a high-speed, tactile image.
But what about senses that defy our physical understanding?
From magnetoreception in birds to the electric whispers of the deep, nature provides the blueprints.
What alien sense should we simulate next? Let me know in the comments.